into the abyss, where hearts beat in sync. In this vampire's den, it's all red and black, no time to even think. Yeah. Welcome to Anastasia, the club that never sleeps, where creatures of the night come to dance so deep. Get lost in the music, let it take control. Midnight shadows, we surrender our souls.
As a sign of respect to her, I will say I will leave, and I will kill them in the most brutal way possible.
Good. The more white men that die, the better.
Agreed.
You're allowed to leave. And on your way out... Oh, wait, what do you do with the health inspector? Because the dog was carrying him.
We're just gonna take him with us, because I don't want him running off telling nobody nothing.
Alright, so who's carrying him?
I'll carry him.
Okay. Your friend, the health inspector. And of course, David is with you the entire time. Learning, silent, is taking everything in. As you're walking out of here, the bald eagle is flying from tree to tree, watching you leave. You pass through the exits, and the bodies of the 2 Native Americans are gone, replaced with 2 new Native American men, both with M16s. They watch you leave and get in your car without saying a word to you.
Sorry about your friend.
They don't acknowledge it, but then they point at the sky, and that's when you notice dawn will be coming in an hour. Are you going to try to go to this place now, or are you going to go to sleep for the night, or for the day?
I think we should do it tomorrow, because we gotta get this health inspector. We gotta, set up a plan for him so he doesn't run back. I prefer to fool him, but I know it's gonna take a couple days, and we have to have him, call and tell people that he's okay.
Yeah, it's going to be helpful, or else you're going to just get constant health inspectors, because they can't seem to inspect your place without being killed.
I have an idea.
Okay.
What if we take him back to our place and just let him recover for the night? We can just say he partied a little too hard. Anastasia can fool him, and then he'll call everyone and tell everybody he's fine.
It's a good plan. Alright, so you head back to the club. Now, Fredo, you've been sleeping at the club along with the 3 dancers, and they usually take turns staying awake during the day to make sure nothing happens. Anastasia, did you keep your apartment, or are you sleeping at the club also?
Hell no, I'm keeping my apartment. I ain't sleeping in that musty place.
Okay, so you go back to your apartment. Your politician guy stays there, watching over you during the day. So you both go to sleep for the night. You both lose 1 blood point for, another day passing. You're both at 9, though. And then you both wake up through the night. She has circled the location of the gang members, and do you remember the name of the gang member that's in charge hunting you? I have it written down, but
What's the name?
I'm not telling you again. And there's no payphone at the Native American place, but maybe one of your ghouls remembers. So
One of mine or one of hers?
One of mine, because mine were the only ones there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look at
You see he had a notepad, and he opens it up. Ethan Williams. I've never heard of this guy before. As you're driving back over to the nightclub, he's looking over his notes. I don't know any Ethan Williams. I actually don't know too much about the drug trade, to be honest with you. That's more of Frater's area of expertise. You get to the club, and you go over the information with Frater about Ethan Williams and the circle part of the map in Baltimore. That's Baltimore, one of the high crime areas where she asked you to teach them, a lesson.
Yeah, okay. We should go find the guy.
There was a phone call at the club.
No. I'm gonna answer. Last time he answered the door and talked to somebody, I wasn't there.
Whatever.
She answers the phone, but Fredo, you can hear everything because of your perception of 5. Anastasia, why are you looking for me? This is me, Ethan. What you want?
Oh, well, that's a lot easier. Alright, I'm gonna tell him that I want him dead.
You should have killed me when you last saw me. I'll tell you what, stay at your place, I'll send a couple guys there to meet you.
Well, that sounds lovely.
He hangs up the phone, and then, Frater, you hear a car pull out front. Now, there's people inside the club now, and your dancers are there dancing. And then you can hear the clicking of firearms, and then loading weapons from outside. You can't, just from hearing, you can't figure out how many it is.
Can I take a peek outside to see how many it is?
Yeah, you open the door a little bit, and then you see 4 inner city guys with red bandanas on, getting out of the car with M16s.
I only use 4 blood points.
But you only need 1 blood point for your full maximum speed.
Okay, even better.
Alright, so you're going fast. What do you do with that speed?
I'm snatching all their guns from them.
Alright, so you get 4 actions. That's fast enough to snatch the guns. And where do you end up at? Back inside the club?
Yep.
Okay, you have the 4 weapons, and you're back inside the club. And they just look perplexed at just what happened. And they're looking at each other.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk out at this point and approach him, and I'm just gonna be like, hello, gentlemen.
They seem to be a little bit confused, backing off a little bit. They start looking at one guy opens up the trunk, and you see some handguns in there. One dude is what the fuck you want?
And I'm gonna tell them, do any of you happen to know where Ethan Williams is?
No, nobody knows where Ethan Williams is. He keeps his identity a secret. The one guy takes out the handgun, points it straight at you.
Alright, I just start walking towards them.
He fires a couple rounds. They do make you walk backward a little bit, but then you look down, and it wasn't enough to puncture your skin. And you start to wonder if your skin is this tough. You wonder just how tough your sire's skin is, Nara. They seem to be taken aback by you just took 2 shots to the stomach, and you haven't done anything. And they're actually running inside their car, let's get out of here, let's get out of here.
I come marching out and I start shooting at the car.
At regular speed, marching.
Yep.
Gotcha. So you're with one of the M16s, you drop the other 3 So you're like putting holes in this car as you're like driving away. So you manage to get past this encounter, and then the phone rings again.
Alright, I'm just fucking sick of you guys.
It's who picks it up?
I do. Stay away from the phone.
Fine. Can I put the guns like in a hiding space while we take care of it?
Yeah, you have the basement now. So
Alright, I'm going down to the basement.
okay. On the phone, it's Ethan again. You did a pretty good fucking job with them. Pretty good job. But that's not gonna be the end of me. It will never stop until I kill both of you.
Okay, I'm just gonna laugh, and I'm gonna be like, you're kind of a bitch for not coming here yourself. Let's send some little lackeys to do your job.
It might not be today. It might not be next week or next month. But eventually, I will kill you. And he hangs up the phone.
Alright, I need your character to start immediately trying to find where this dude is.
Okay. Well, then I was listening in on that conversation with my super hearing, and I'm going to start my investigation to find out where he is.
Okay, so a couple days pass. You start your investigation. As good as you are, you cannot find where he is. But you learned he's taken over the drug trade in the last 6 months. Everyone listens to him, and he manages to outsmart every other dealer on the street. He's giving money to the current mayor, and the current mayor is being hard on the police force. You find out that he has a go-between, a financer named James, who's working in John Hopkins, who's funneling the money from the drug trade into the local mayor.
So we got to stop by Hopkins.
Yeah, one of the doctors there is funneling money from the drug trade to the mayor to support his campaign. And if you took this guy out or convinced them otherwise, you can do this mentally. So you have 3 ways of dealing with this. You can kill them, which seems to be like your favorite thing. You have a social way of dealing with it, like talking to him, scaring the hell out of him, even ghouling him. And then you have the mental way. You've been studying law. You have a ghoul police chief that you could investigate and gather evidence to have him arrested for it. So that's your 3 options to deal with this. So I'll let you guys discuss which of those 3 options you would like to pursue for this.
I will use in my police chief.
Oh, cool, not violence for once. Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Alright, so you call Lance, the police chief, and you have all this information about the drug trade and how he's funneling the information for it. And the police chief comes over, and you're giving him all the information. He has it. He's like, okay, I think this is really good. I'm gonna have to do some more police work, get some interviews done, and then we can get this guy in. Just give me like a week or 2. Cool. So outside, there's a knocking at the door, and someone comes in. Looks like an old fisherman from like the 1800s, and he walks up to you, and he's like, hello, your sire, you used to be my master, I was his ghoul. I haven't had blood in 6 months. I need some now, right now.
This is my sire?
Yeah, the one who died. This is his old ghoul.
I'd like to excuse my police commissioner, my boyfriend, because he's a program sitting off for me.
Okay.
But I told it kind of fit.
The guy sits down. He feels almost like a crack addict who wants crack.
I'm gonna ask him why I give a shit about my sire who apparently died.
He says, look, I can either take your blood, or you can give it to me. And he hands out, the sword that he has underneath of his clothes. I've been ghoul for 150 years. I know how to do this, and I know how you work.
And I'm gonna tell him that we're in a club full of people, and that I have my own ghouls all around who are gonna kill him, even if he gets at me.
Do you think I came alone? I'm not alone, I'll tell you that. And you start looking around trying to figure out who he's with. But there's about 50 people in this club now, and you can't tell who, if anyone, he's with. He's like, I'll be back tomorrow.
And I'm gonna say, no, you're not. And then I'm gonna grab him and throw him.
So, as you walk up to him to grab him and throw him, he moves at your speed out the door as quick as you. And you realize he has the celerity from, even as a ghoul, he has the celerity that you have. He is gone.
It's gonna be really annoying.
So,
he said he wasn't alone, so was he the only person that left?
He's the only person that left, yeah.
So I want to use my perception to see if I can pick up on anybody else there.
Alright, so you're smelling, but you can't smell anyone else there. Yeah. 50-50, he was bullshitting with you.
Okay, so I'm gonna know that for next time he comes in.
Yeah. David comes in and he said they're having a fundraiser tonight that he's hoping that you guys can help with for his candidate to run for mayor. He said, I don't know how good you guys are with social events like that, but we're trying to get more funding from the local police department, other politicians, educators, things like that.
I know a guy.
Oh, great. The rally's gonna be in an hour. If you could have them meet us there.
I summon my commissioner, not boyfriend.
Okay, he's got a couple drinks. You explain to him what's going on. He's aware of it. He was planning to go anyway. So the 4 of you get in a car and you drive to this huge mansion, and then you see balloons and lights for the fundraiser. And there's plenty of people for you to talk to. You notice a local NFL celebrity player there. You see the head of CCBC.
Wait, this is 1990, right?
Yeah, but I'm having the Ravens, they showed up in the 80s in this scenario.
Oh, okay. I was going to think that was Folkston.
Yeah, history is a little bit different like this. Like cell phones are going to be like invented like way later and stuff like that.
Fair enough.
The mayor of Pittsburgh is there.
Aye.
Of course, the police chief is there, but you know him real good. The army general for the National Guard of Baltimore is there also. Now he's got some nice toys. So, and then there's other people there if you want to like look for other people. There's like a local billionaire also.
I went to. Damn it! I can't do it.
Yeah, you're maxed out on goals.
Sorry, I'm going to approach the billionaire.
Okay. So he has like a couple guards around him, but you know, you're a very beautiful young lady, so you definitely catch his attention. Come on, hey, how can I help you?
Okay, so I'm basically going to play dumb a little bit, and I'm gonna like pretend that I'm really excited about the new candidate.
So, like, your charisma is 1 and your expression is 0. So, being like happy, giddy, excited is definitely not your specialty. It comes off like really weird and awkward and cringe. And he's like, oh, okay. And you almost seem like a crazy person, like, because you're just not good at it.
Yeah, fair enough, Rich.
Can I huddle over with my boss real quick?
Yeah, so you bring the police chief over to the billionaire.
Talk to mingle amongst yourselves. I want to talk to my boss real quick.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna pull her to the side.
Alright, so the police, so like the local billionaire is like this really old white guy, gray hair, talking to the chief of police. They don't seem to know each other, but the billionaire seems interested. You know, the chief of police is a person of power, so you know they're like fisting each other. You know, like I don't know, not like that. You know when they don't fist, they have a broken fist. You know, hey, how you doing?
My heart beating. It's vampires, then it's alright and black, no time to even think. Welcome to Anastasia, the club that never sleeps. Where creatures of the night come to dance so deep. Get lost in the